everybody, and welcome to another Nephilim build. Today we're going to reclaim our honor as Zuko from Avatar, The Last Airbender. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using the standpoint array, we'll put the 15 into Charisma. He's actually pretty smooth when he's not brooding. Also, hot take, he should have gone back for the bossing say girl. Next we'll put the 14 into Dexterity. He's basically a textbook shinobi. And don't take my word for it, take Gaijin Goombas. Up next is the 13 into Constitution for HP and the 12 into Strength for general athleticism. We'll put the 10 to Intelligence, we won't need it, and dump Wisdom. Zuko made many poor choices before getting his shit together. For race, we're going to go with Variant Human, putting our increases into Charisma and Constitution. We'll also take the Elemental Adept feat for Fire. Who cares if it's the most resistant damage type when you can ignore resistances? We'll also take Athletics and Speak Common and Primordial. We'll take the Noble background, getting Position of Privilege, which, you should ignore. We'll also get History and Persuasion, Draconic, and Chess. Obviously replace that with Pai Sho. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a rogue. I wasn't kidding when I said he was a ninja. We'll get Dexterity and Intelligence saving throws and pick Acrobatics, Performance, Sleight of Hand, and Stealth for skills. We'll also get Light Armor and Rogue Weapons. At level 1 we'll get Sneak Attack, Thieves' Kit, and Expertise in Stealth and Sleight of Hand. We're now going to multiclass to Draconic Bloodline Sorcerer. The power of fire may have come from the lion turtle, but the art of firebending was taught by dragons. It was not a retcon, it recontextualized. You just wanted an excuse to bitch about Korra some more. Also, Zuko did learn original firebending from dragons. At level 1 we'll get Draconic Resilience and pick red for our dragon ancestor. I personally like gold for the more imperial aesthetic, but Fire Nation is very much red. We'll start with 4 cantrips, picking Firebolt, Create Bonfire, Control Flames, and Green Flame Blade for a whole lot of firebending. We'll also get 2 spells, taking Burning Hands and Absorb Elements. We're now going to multiclass to Bard, getting Survival and the Glower. Apparently he's good at playing that horn thing Iroh has. At level 1 we'll get Bardic Inspiration. He helped the gang complete 3 whole character arcs. 7 if you count Mei, Ty Lee, Suki, and Hakoda. No wonder Toph tried to get in on that. We'll also get 2 cantrips, taking Light for a light source and Blade Ward to fill the slot. We'll also get 4 spells, taking Longstride for speed and Featherfall because what is fall damage? We'll also take Heroism. Zuko definitely doesn't scare easily, and draw a blank. At level 2 we'll get Jack of all trades, Song of Rest, and Magical Inspiration. We'll also draw another blank. At level 3 we'll get Expertise in Acrobatics and Athletics and our Bard College. We'll take the College of Swords, getting Scimitars, Blade Flourish, and our Fighting Style, taking 2 Weapon Fighting. We'll also take Heat Metal and swap a blank for Aid for more HP. At level 4 we'll raise our Dexterity and take True Strike to fill the slot. We'll also take Kinetic Jaunt for some jukes and swap our other blank for Enhanced Ability. Back to Rogue. At level 2 we'll get Cunning Action, at level 3 we'll get Steady Aim and our Roguish Archetype. We're going to take Swashbuckler, getting Fancy Footwork and Rakish Audacity. At level 4 we'll raise our Dexterity again. Now I know what you're thinking, I'm focusing too much on the sword play, so let's get back to the firebending. Back to Sorcerer. At level 2 we'll get Font of Magic and take Jump for some hops. At level 3 we get Meta Magic, taking Quicken Spell and Empowered Spell and take Scorching Ray. At level 4 we'll raise our Charisma and take Prestidigitation to heat some water. We'll also take Agonizer Scorcher. This is all just gonna be more firebending, so we're gonna go through it very quickly. At level 5 we'll get Magical Guidance and take Fireball, and at level 6 we'll get Elemental Affinity and a Chardalon Stride for some jet stepping. At level 7 we'll take Wall of Fire, and at level 8 we'll cap our Charisma and take Flame Blade. Now I feel like I need to explain this one. This spell takes the shape of a scimitar, but the description doesn't treat it like an actual weapon. You make a melee spell attack with it, but not a melee weapon attack, so sadly you can't dual wield this, but the Fire Dagger is a well-established firebending technique. Also, since it technically doesn't have finesse, you can't get sneak attack with it. Time to wrap this up. Back to Rogue. At level 5 we get Uncanny Dodge, and at level 6 we get Expertise in Persuasion and Survival. At level 7 we'll get Evasion, and at level 8 we'll cap our Dexterity. Now that we're level 20, we finally have our modifiers. For inventory, all we need is a pair of scimitars and a component pouch. Our AC with Draconic Resilience is 18, our movement speed is 30, and our average HP is 143 with 86 and 12d8 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, fire spells tend to do more damage specifically to make up for so many creatures resisting it, which means once you take the Elemental Adept feat, you're left with a lot of damage. All we really have to worry about is fire immunity. We're also highly skilled in melee and just highly skilled in general. We're also always ready to go, adding our whole charisma and half our proficiency to initiative. Because remember, initiative is technically a dexterity check that you can never be proficient in, so it always benefits from jack of all trades. For weaknesses, fire immunity is still a problem if it comes up. Also, our intelligence and wisdom saves aren't that great, so watch out for mind flayers. We also lose half our melee damage as soon as we're not in a 1v1. Weaknesses aside, we have the skills and the firepower to be an absolute royal pain. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gives you 2-day early access to my videos, a chance to vote for future characters, and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week when I make Black Knife Tish from Elden Ring.